Hey guys, Kurt here of NK Garage, and today we've got an antique tool haul. And right off the bat, I'll just start in saying I got lucky. I was driving home from the flea market the other day, and I saw a table sitting on the side of the road with a free sign, and I was like, is that tools? So I pulled over, and it was tools. A lot of old antique tools. So this was all free. Let's get into it and let's take a look at what we got. We'll start with some of the interesting stuff. Got this. I didn't know what it was at first, and then I got home and I was playing with it, and it's a shoemaker's jig. I've never had this one before. Comes with 3 different sizes. It's marked Eclipse. This is the A size. We've got the B size. And we've got the C size. This one is broken. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to use it. I just know that it's for shoes. Next up, we got a Stilson Walworth pipe wrench. It's a 14-inch. It's pretty beat up. The end of the top jaw here is broken off. The handle has seen better days. It's cracked and it's been retaped. But it still works, and it's kind of cool. I thought this was pretty interesting. Started looking at it today, and I saw that it says Models A through B Ford. It's made by KD Manufacturing Co., number 307, and it's a valve tool. So it was an interesting find. We've got 2 9-inch auto wrenches. I didn't find any more writing on them, so they're just standard 9-inch auto. I like to find the ones that have the Ford script logo on them. I think those ones are even cooler. But they're both in decent enough condition, so definitely cool to have. This here is a double open end Fairmont wrench. Fairmont, made in USA. It's Fairmont cleave, marked here, number 37. It's in good shape. It's 1 1/16 inch by 1 1/4 inch. We've got an old double box wrench here, made by Electrolyte, 1/2 inch by 9/16, USA. This here is marked Sam Super Carbone. And what's really cool about this one is that it's a 23 by 26 millimeter. It's metric. I don't know where it's made. I couldn't find a mark on it as to where it's made. Possibly, since it's metric, maybe it was made in Germany or something. I'm not sure. If anybody knows anything about Sam wrenches, definitely leave a comment below, because I don't know anything about it. Found this ball peen hammer, and the handle has seen better days. But I got on the grinder wheel and with the wire wheel, and I found the Plum logo here. So it's Plum, and right below that, I was trying to make out what it says, and I just can't make it out. But it's definitely a Plum hammer. I have never had a Plum hammer before, and I'm glad that it's a ball peen hammer, because that's my favorite kind of hammer. And I think it's really cool. This one here is a soft face mallet, old style. It's branded Garland, and I can't read the next part, but it says Maine, so I believe it was made in Maine. This here is also a soft face mallet, but the ends are completely broken off. But it's a nice little handle that I might be able to repurpose for another tool later on, so I'm going to hold on to that handle. We have a stock of handles that we keep to restore hammers and hand tools, so I'll put that handle in there with it. Got an old pair of scissors here. I don't see any markings on this one in particular. It's very thick and wide, very strong. Definitely old. It's riveted together. Definitely cool. Still works too. We've got 5 old Allen keys back here. These are the super cool, iron or steel top, branded Allen. They have the set screw so you can change out the bits. And they're the super long style. There was 5 of those. Some of them with the green paint, some of them without. Definitely cool. Found this pop rivet tool box, and inside it does have the riveter. Not sure if it came with any of the additional bits or not. It might just be one size. I don't really know much about it. Probably not going to hold on to it, but it was cool to find. A couple of rivets in here, a couple of aluminum rivets, and even the instructions are down there for something. And we got an old pencil with it. How can I save more energy today? I believe it says Philips. That's for light bulbs. This was really cool, but unfortunately it broke. The cast is broke here. I think I might have possibly broken it myself when grabbing it or bringing it home because it looks pretty fresh. But it's a nice little tiny vise. I guess you would call this a jeweler's vise. It's 1.5 inch. It's the bench mount style, so you would mount that to your bench, and then you have your little vise. Super cool. I think it's like a really just cool piece. I might try and see if I can connect that back together with something just for, not to use it, but just to have it because it's cool. I mean, it is really just a cool little thing. I couldn't really make out the markings, but I believe down here it says, it might be a patent date, May 10th, 1910. And on the other side, I was able to read Syracuse, New York, and above that, I just can't make it out. Something & Co., Syracuse, New York. I just can't read it. This here is a funny looking nut driver. It's got the spring style. Didn't find any branding on it at all. Wood handle, super cool. I'm gonna assume that's probably maybe a 5/16. We got a Dasco gold chisel, number 435, 3-inch wide. It's a great chisel. We'll probably actually put this in our work trailer. We use it for when we have to split pavers. We hammer on the joint to split pavers. This here is a hook scraper, number 25. And it's made by the Hook Scraper Company in Queens Village, New York. There's a patent date down here, or just a patent number. Cool wood handle tool, definitely antique and unique. This here, I'm assuming is some kind of masonry or tile tool for spreading the mortar. And up here, I was trying to make out the writing. Kind of looks like it says Vermont stainless or something like that. If you can recognize this, definitely leave a comment. We got an old wood handle screwdriver here. Again, couldn't find any branding. We've got an old punch here, chisel, pretty beat. This here, I wasn't sure if it was a weeding tool or something else. Wood handle. We've got 3 of these old, I'm going to call them screw starters. I think there's another name for it. They're really cool because they have the old wooden handles. Those would definitely look good in somebody's antique collection. We've got an old brush up here, or broom. I'm not really sure what it used to be, but it's definitely well made, and it's still in pretty good condition. This here, Stanley crowbar with the high carbon mark on there. It's in good shape. Old USA tool, I see the marking on the back. Somebody modified this screwdriver. They flatten the top and then they put this piece of metal through, I guess to get extra torque. We've got this old file here. It says Heller Brothers & Co., I believe. And then it has a little stamping of like a horse or a donkey or something. This here is a wood handle with a triangular file in it. The file's pretty shot. I'm not sure if this was originally the tool that was meant to be in here, or if this is, maybe this was a screwdriver handle, or maybe this was a file handle, but meant for round files, because it looks like the triangular one was kind of jammed in there. Got another file here. This is one of the ones with the tapered angle to it. This here is a homemade Ingenuity. It used to be a razor blade knife. Somebody turned it into sheetrock saw. Kind of cool to see that. We've got two blades up here for an old Stanley plane. Both marked Stanley, made in USA. It's definitely for a larger plane. Something between, you know, either 5 or larger. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really measured it or compared it with planes yet. We got some taps here. A couple of taps. We got these drill bits with these tapered shanks. I don't know what these would be for. If you know, definitely leave a comment below. Marking on them says hammer twist USA. Got 5 of those and then a bunch of regulars. The drill bits are pretty well used. Some of them are better than others. Got this turnbuckle here. Definitely just good hardware to have. Then, something not tools. Got this old Columbus washboard. Got some nice art on there. Definitely a cool vintage washboard. I haven't seen one with the wood here. Usually they have glass or metal. Number 2137. Somebody scribbled on it at one point. Then we got some paper here. Some paper, emery cloth, whatever you want to call it. I believe this was 220 grit. It's made by Sate Band, made in Italy. Good stuff. There's a lot on here. So that was a good find. And the last find that I got there, believe it or not, I brought home this VHS player. It was sitting there, and it has the remote and the instructions. And if you've ever tried to play an old tape or an old DVD or something, if you don't have the remote, it's kind of a pain. It's kind of annoying. I don't have any VHSs myself. I think my parents have some, so I might ask them if they're interested in it. If not, I think I'll sell it on eBay. It's in really good shape. With the remote, all the instructions are here. The unit itself feels pretty good. It's a Hitachi. Figured, why not pick it up, see if somebody can use it. And that's it. That was this haul. Wasn't expecting to come home with this stuff, but I'm glad that I did. I think one of the coolest things is the shoemaker jig and that little mini vise. I wish it wasn't broken, because that would have made a really cool piece. I think this plumb hammer we're probably going to have to restore, and I'll probably have to make a video about that. Might include a couple other tools at the same time. I have another hammerhead that I need to put on a new handle, so maybe we'll do a hammer video. Let us know if that's something you would like to see. And that's it for today's video. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you got extra time, check out our eBay store. Link is in the description down below. I'll probably keep a couple of these things for myself, but some of this stuff might end up on eBay. Like I think the shoemaker jig will probably end up on eBay, and I might lot up some of the other vintage tools. I'll probably end up trying to see if it's worth selling the replacement blades, if I can figure out what plane they're for. If somebody's out there that does a lot of planing, they probably want to have a couple extra blades. I think that washboard will go up on eBay too, because I don't have a use for it. And right now I don't have a spot for it to either feature it anyways. So on eBay, all YouTubers get 10% off. That coupon code is down below. So if you're interested, you want to just browse, check stuff out, you see anything you're interested in, you at least get 10% off for using the coupon code NKYouTube. And while you're at it, if you feel like it and you want to support our channels, go check out NK Landscaping. It's our other YouTube channel. Nick runs that channel over there where he shows off our landscaping and light excavation business. We do patios, retaining walls, hardscapes, installations of different landscaping stuff, and drainage work. So check it out if you want to, and we'll see you guys on the next one.